Hey guys, welcome back to Skylanders Ring of Heroes. Now we're on day 3 of the account. We've made some good progress on stream last night, so we'll go over the account summary, where I'm at, what I'm looking at doing moving forward, and all that sort of stuff. So the first thing that we did was actually we managed to clear B7 3-star. At the start of the stream, we only managed to just clear it, but my Stealth Elf and my Stormblade were only like level 57, I think. So what we did is we went out, we grinded some levels, and then went back to it. Just leveling up is huge. I can't emphasize this enough. If you're struggling at any content, definitely go back, farm experience, and level. A very common question that was getting asked in stream is the best place to level. And my theory is always farm shards, not experience. So whatever stage has the shards you want to farm. For instance, I wanted some broccoli guy shards, so I was farming scenario 2 to get broccoli guy shards whilst I was farming experience. That was the big one. We managed to 3-star the B7. I might even just leave a run of that at the end of the video just for watching. We'll go through my unit stats at the moment with where they are for doing that. And then we'll talk a little bit about how to get some better runes and stuff like that. So this is my Stealth Elf. That's the Stormblade, and this is the next one, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the video, and that is Whirlwind. They're their stats. We'll have a quick look at the runes. So Stealth Elf's on Strike Broken with Flat Attack, and this rune is garbage. So you can definitely improve on this. That's 3-star. That's another 3-star there. So there's room for improvement. My runes aren't the best at all. Stormblade's a bit better, so he has got a 3-star there, which is still really average. 5-star there, which is really nice. A 5-star there, which is attack percent, which isn't optimal, but the 5-star attack percent is going to give him more attack than a 4-star flat attack. So I went with it. And then his strike set's just fairly average too. As you can see, I've still got a fair few 3-star runes, so there's a lot of room for improvement on my units. And then we jump into the Whirlwind. Whirlwind, it's got the 5-star there, and then 4 stars here, and a 3-star there. So Whirlwind, I'll probably do an actual spotlight on Whirlwind when I get there. But for those, a lot of people have been asking me if Tough Luck is still necessary. After testing Whirlwind the way she is at the moment, I feel like Whirlwind and Stealth Elf could be an option to do B8 once you get Stealth Elf 6-starred a little bit down the track. So obviously I have my Stormblade here for B7. I feel like B7, if you're using Whirlwind and Stealth Elf, you will need another good damage dealer to get through it. Obviously if you have Spitfire, you reroll for Spitfire, that's solid. The Ambush might be enough too. Another one would be Kaboom. If you get an Awakened Kaboom, he would be definitely enough to do it with for B7. But yeah, it's just the Tough Luck is the way that I know works. This is something I'm still working through, but I definitely think the Whirlwind is going to be a good option. Another thing with Whirlwind is once you awaken her, she does get AoE damage, which is going to help you clear waves too. So if you don't have that Stormblade or the Spitfire, you might just have to farm for longer to get that AoE damage. I'm sure there's some other AoE damage dealers that I've missed out, but yeah, that's pretty key for the B7 is clearing the waves fast enough. So when I used to do it on my other accounts, I used Tough Luck and Stealth Elf because you could just use the lower mana cost skills and just spam them all day, and that sort of worked, and then you'd land kills, because when you land kills you get mana back. So there's definitely ways you can get around it. But yeah, like I said, I'm really liking the Stormblade progression. This is why I wanted to test it, and it is working. But just an idea, Whirlwind could be another option if you don't want to farm Tough Luck. The heal is actually really nice. The other thing I did is people have been asking to see how skill ups work. So I went and skilled up my Whirlwind on this 3rd skill. So I actually recorded a clip from stream, which I'll put in now for you guys. Okay, so here we go. So for those that didn't get the skill ups and how the skill ups work, it is the skill that you are selected is the one that actually powers up. So I'm going to power up this 3rd skill from Whirlwind. That's the one I want to power up. So you can see I select it, I hit power up. It is that skill that gets powered up. You can see now it requires 2 stones to power up and 10 ores, whereas these ones are still at the 1 stone and 10 ores. So it is it is selected, but it goes up in cost as you power them up. So you see here, it goes through, I need another 2, and then the next power up, I'll need 3 of my stones, but it's okay because the next skill up after this one, I'm pretty sure, there you go, requires the purple stone, so then we can skill that up, and we're now max skilled. So the green, it may seem like the green stones are everything, and if you don't have enough, you're not going to get there, but the other stones do come into account at higher upgrades, so that's pretty much the basics for that. And yeah, so that was the skilling up of Whirlwind. Just for anyone that wanted to know, it is good the way you can target those skills. So the next thing I want to talk about is 5-star runes, because people get to the stage where they need 5-star runes. Yesterday I said I was going to farm B6, and then I realized I could actually do hard mode on scenario 1 and some of scenario 2. And so that's where I went, because I was farming experience and I was getting 5-star runes at the same time. At the beginning I couldn't do any hard on stage 2, but once I got a couple 5-star energy runes and then a bit more experience, I was able to do this, and then I started farming scenario 2. Now the scenario 2 set you get is the resist runes. The set effect is not as good as the energy. I prefer the HP. However, because I was managing to farm broccoli guy shards whilst going for those runes, it was just worth it in my opinion. So I found it more valuable to farm this stage over scenario 1. Scenario 3 was going to be a bit hard for me, being a fire element when I have 2 wind units as my main units. So that's that. The other thing we managed to do was stage 7. Scenario 10, stage 7. We managed to clear that. Which, if you don't know, let's claim these rewards. I didn't see I had those. That's going to be another summon there later on. But yeah, we managed to clear 10-7. Now, this one I have got a guide out about it. The Stormblade really helped me in this. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely not as easy if you're doing this free to play, because the AoE pressure from Stormblade is fantastic for killing the crystals. Having 2 AoE attacks is fantastic. It sort of speeds up this progress, but don't stress about clearing this if you can't do it. You do get this the extra nat 5 summon, but it's not the be all and end all. And if you guys have been looking through my monsters, you've probably seen what I've summoned already, but I'll put the clip in now of the summon for you guys anyway. Okay, here we go. Time for the legendary summon. Let's do it. Can we get the nightmare again? I don't even know what I want though. Let's just hit it. Let's hit it. I'm not even gonna look. Astro Blast would be good too. Spitfire. I really want Spitfire. Blackout. Okay, that's alright. I'll take Blackout. A lot of people have been asking for him, asking about him. So let's check him out. It's a dark unit, so that's always handy. Because I think from the selective summon from 20 summons, you don't get to choose them. So yeah, so that was the summon. What else do we have? So we did get that Blackout. I'll probably do a video on Blackout a bit later. I think he's going to be really key in Arena later on, just because of the cleanse, the remove 2 debuffs once he's skilled up twice. Bombs become huge early, like sort of probably in about a week or 2, 3's time. Bombs are going to become huge in Arena, and the cleanse is really nice to have. So I really like the look of this guy. He's one of the best looking units in the game, so we will get onto him eventually. But the other thing I wanted to mention was what I'm sort of progressing to now. So at the moment, I'm trying to farm some more ores and stuff to power up, ores and elixirs to power up my Stealth Elf. While it is Wind Day, I'm also going to farm a bunch of ores for Whirlwind, because I'll be trying to power up Whirlwind. So I'll be doing those ores. Then I'll probably go back and farm B7 for maybe a day. Like I said, my success rate on it with this team as it isn't that amazing. It's probably about 80%. So I might actually, what I do, I might farm Whirlwind up to 5-star and then go back to B7 farming runes. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm looking at doing. Not 100% sure the exact progress path I will take. The other thing I'm going to do is quests. I'm stuck at this one just because I haven't worked through Mirage Tower since the reset. So I'll probably do that today as well, work through that, and then keep punching through all all the quests and just get those nice rewards. It'll let me 5-star Enigma once I do all this as well, and obviously unlock the next stage of the quest. So that's pretty much where I'm at with the account on day 3. How are you guys progressing? Also, don't stress if you're not progressing this fast. I am playing the game a lot and working flat out at like progressing. So this isn't meant to be like this is where you should be on day 3. This is just my progression, and it doesn't matter how many days it takes you to get here or where you are. It's just the sort of general idea of what I'm doing, and I'll probably keep doing these because we are getting decent progress. It may turn into 2 daily progress if I'm not getting much done each day, but I'll definitely keep doing uploads. And yeah, that's about it for this one, guys. So thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.